All right, good evening. I've got the honor of introducing senior right side hitter Brinkley Hearn. Brink has a 4.0 GPA, and she is co-president of the SSAC Student Leadership Council. One story that stands out about Brinkley is when during beach season, we were down at Ave Maria, and it was blistering hot out there. We've been practicing in about 75-degree weather. We got there and it was about 105. I think some of the Cary girls were there too, so they can vouch for it. But after a disappointing loss, I kind of got on to Brinkley and I challenged Stinky to be a little bit more competitive. And she was fuming. She was so mad about that. And I think if she had a knife, she would have stabbed me right then and there. So, but Brinkley took this to heart. And that summer, she worked really hard. She came back and she had increased her vertical by about 4 inches. So it was really, really good to see that. So apparently, I just needed to make her mad and to push her a little bit more. So, but it's been good to see Brinkley through the 4 years now grow in her faith while she's been at University of Mobile. And we've been really proud of her. So I want to wish all the other teams good luck this weekend. And ladies and gentlemen, Brinkley Hearn.
Also, side note to the apparently comment, I dressed up as the apparently kid for Halloween last year. So that was my entire, I said that almost every day at practice. So anyways, hey everyone, my name is Brinkley Hearn and I'm a senior right side hitter for the University of Mobile. Athletics has always been a part of my life, and quite frankly, I can't remember a time when I didn't play something. I was that person in elementary school that played everything you could possibly play, and I realized very quickly that softball, soccer, and basketball were not the sports for me. When I started playing volleyball in 4th grade, I immediately fell in love with the sport. It feels like just yesterday, and I'm sure a lot of you feel the same way, that I was in my backyard practicing on my underhand serve. My sophomore year of high school was when I was really started getting serious about wanting to play college volleyball. I remember sitting down with my recruiter for the very first time and him asking me, if you could go anywhere, where would you go? And without hesitation, I said Auburn University. And he said, okay, well, let's take a step back there. I don't think you're Auburn caliber. And he said, let's look more towards Division II or NAI. At first, I was very offended, but I wouldn't have wanted to spend the last 4 years anywhere else. When I signed at UM, I signed as a freshman as a setter. I played right side in high school, but that was not my main position. I still remember that first preseason practice when the senior setter at the time started to warm up. I immediately felt my confidence go down. All I could think about was I will never be as good as her. As the season went on, I found myself on the bench a lot. And simply, it was because I could not get out of my own head. It was at the end of my freshman season when I asked myself, are you going to accept being mediocre, or are you going to push yourself to be the best you can be? At the end of the season, I told Coach John that I was willing to work my tail off to get as much playing time as possible the next 3 years. And that's what I did. I turned that negative mindset off and believed that I could do anything I set my mind to. Never in a million years would I have thought I would end up being a right side hitter only, but God works in mighty ways. Through all of this, I have found myself giving advice to those players younger than me when they are struggling with confidence because I have been in their shoes. God has used volleyball as a mission field for me to show His love and grace to those around me. Playing at an NAI and Christian University has been the best decision of my life. Not only have I grown as a player, but also as a person. Through playing at the University of Mobile, I have learned how to be a leader on and off the court. I have had the opportunity over the last 2 years to serve as an officer under Mike Hall, alongside William Carey's Abigail Wickham on the SSAC Student Leadership Council, which has given me the opportunity to grow a relationship with other student athletes in our conference. has brought me lifelong friends, and for that I am forever grateful. I am beyond thankful for coaches who poured into me spiritually every single day. So thank you, Coach John and Coach Amber, for never giving up on me, but constantly pushing me to be the best player and young lady that I could be. Coach John, you showed me tough love, which is exactly what I needed to become the player that I am today. Mom and Dad, thank you for spending countless hours in gyms and driving me all over the country to play the sport that I love. Thank you also to my friends and family who have supported and encouraged me over the last 4 years. And thank you to my teammates. I couldn't have done it without any of you. Each one of you have a very special place in my heart, and I wouldn't have wanted to spend my last season with a different group of girls. Even though my time as a student athlete is almost over, the memories I have made will never be replaced. Good luck to everyone this weekend, and as always, go Rams.